Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the King of Stones in the Wolf. And as you were walking through your path yesterday, one thing I noticed afterwards is when you were the Wanderer, you were walking over toward that little waterfall right here underneath her left hand, his left hand, right? And in the Page of Bows card yesterday, there's that waterfall again. And what struck me as kind of curious today was the stone that this Page of Bows is on. Because the first image that I caught with this King of Stones, this wolf, is the stone that he's on as well. And what that's telling me is, you know, with all three of these cards, you know, working together, okay, let's see if I can put them, you know, in the sequence together here from here to, you know, is you are walking to that flowing energy, all right, of love and acceptance and peace, you know, and you got that fire energy with the stoat sitting there, okay, and with the stones. With that fire energy that's with the stoat, that just, you know, being on that stone is telling me that, you know, there's a lot of stability there. So whatever that passion is that you have, whatever that idea is that you have, okay, it's grounded in stability. Because the king of, you know, as you're walking down the path, you and the stoat, this king of this wolf comes out. And he greets you guys. And, you know, the Page of Bows just sits back and says, "Oh, hi, Mr. Wolf. How are you doing? We're on a path. We're on a quest. We're going towards something." He goes, I know where you're going. You're going to a future with more stability, more security. All right? And I'm the guardian for you on that journey. Just not in this life, but in the next life as well. And the Page of Bows just kind of looks at him, you know, with curiosity in his eyes, and he's just like, "I'm not sure I understand where you're coming from." But you as a wanderer, okay, you as the person that has crossed over and taken that leap of faith on your spiritual journey, understand that message. You understand that to continue your journey on, you have to have resources from beyond to help you out. And the wolf will, you know, help provide those answers for you, as he rules a kingdom of stability and security, and he's a great advisor, okay? But the one thing that the wolf is also, okay, he's a ruthless tracker and hunter, okay? He loves the land and the world with everything that's out there. So, you know, whatever that goal is that you have moving forward in your spirituality, as you continue to refine all the other elements, he's going to look for that for you. He's going to hunt that along the path. And he looks down at the page and he tells the page, "You're going to be an influential person here to help us out. We're going to need you to flush out new ideas, new passions, so we can move forward." And the page is looking at him going, yes, I'll do. I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward. Okay, so, you know, with the court cards, if this is a person in your life, okay, this is the wolf is going to be somebody who's very mature. They're going to be very pragmatic and very steadfast in their message, and they're going to offer you a lot of security and stability as you're moving forward. All right, going into the work week, this is somebody that's going to come out to be a natural businessman. I mean, it could be you. All right, moving into a new situation. Okay. Somebody that can be relied upon to, you know, to keep their promises, okay? Whether that's in the workforce, whether that's in a relationship, you know, just somebody that, you know, hey, you know, I appreciate you, you know, giving me some funds here a while ago, and they come back into your life and they repay you back, right? That's somebody that you can, you know, really look at and say, you know what, they kept their promise, right? Because there are some people out there that won't keep their promise. All right, they tell you things, and yeah, we'll promise this, promise that, and then when the time comes, they're just not there. All right, or the attitude of well, why I don't understand why they're mad at me, because you know what? So what if I owe them money? You know what? I don't care. That aspect is not of the the King of Stones trait, right? This aspect of for them to say, to make that promise and stay true to their word, okay, is what really comes out as a true King of Stones at Wolf. Okay, if this is an aspect, it's appreciating the good things in life. All right, appreciating the people that come in and being grateful, for who's there. All right, and it's it's an aspect of learning how to handle money better. All right, not trying to overextend yourself. Okay, and if this is that person that overextended themselves, and you help them out, okay, and they don't repay you, the way I look at it is, that's on them, it's not on me. I've done something to help them out. So if this is an event, it could be an estate sale, it could be a land sale, it could be something that, as well as coming in with your health to help you out. All right, giving you that financial support as you're moving forward. So with the Page of Bows being down here, the Stoat, he's asking you who's offering you an opportunity, and the Wolf shows up. The Wolf is giving you that opportunity, okay, to be that guardian of stability, okay, to hunt down and track opportunities for you to come, move forward, okay, so that you can have the best security. Okay, and when you find that, when you start moving forward and people wanna step on your coattails and hold you back, that just means that it's time to let those people go, because this is your path, just not theirs. All right, so the Wolf will look at you and say, what advice gives you the best security? And you think back to all the advice that you had, and the one big piece of advice that really comes through right now off the top of my mind, your own advice from Spirit. Take that leap of faith. Walk across that abyss to the other side of the Wildwood Forest. And when you did that, you showed the universe that you're willing to take that risk, that you've looked at all of those decisions, that you've listened to the advice. Okay, you've looked at your passion, you looked at your emotions, you looked at your thinking, and you looked at your security. And Spirit said, follow me. And you did. And when the Wolf asks you that question, what advice leads you to the best security, you can reply back, universe. Universe gave me some great advice to move forward. And I'm trusting in the message from the page. I'm trusting in your leadership as the king, right? To continue to guide me, continue to mentor me on my path. And the Wolf looks at you and says, that's some great advice. You've taken on a lot of success. You've taken on a lot of adversity as well, and you've met those challenges. Do you see where life is offering you its riches? And the Page of Bows is also asking you, how would you engage in those things differently, right? And you think back and you go, when I walked across that abyss and the page greeted me, it was such a relief that I took that risk. I stepped across, all right? And I engaged. I engaged with what Spirit had for me, with what the universe was giving me. And now, without even looking back, my life has already been rewarded with greater offerings and riches based on the presence of both the Stoat and you, the Wolf, being on my path for the next 6 to 7 days. I'm very grateful for what I do have in my life, and that's what you're telling the wolf. And I know that when I look forward to new opportunities and new outcomes based on the advice and the messages that I'm getting from you and the stoat, that I will feel more secure, that I will feel more stable in moving forward. Because as both of you are standing on a rock, I know I took that leap of faith when I left that rock and came over to the other side to land on a new rock, knowing that I'm grounded in a foundation of strength and fortitude in all aspects of my life. And the wolf just nods his head and he says, well done. Let's continue as we talk and night begins to set underneath that full moon. We'll take a break here so you can refresh yourself and see what happens, on our journey tomorrow. And that's the tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the King of Stones and a Wolf. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.